Hello YouTube, this is Morgan, Airspeed Prime here with, I suppose, just a quick discussion topic on the Voltron Legendary Defender Funko Pops. Now, of course, if you're following my channel, you probably know I'm waiting to see when they announce the Avatar: The Last Airbender Funko Pops, which we know we're going to be getting the very early beginnings of, like, the rumors, the kind of leaks for them being revealed are starting to come out, but they haven't yet been revealed. We haven't yet seen what they look like. We more or less know the product names and stuff like that, but we don't have any pictures. So it was interesting to see Voltron officially fully revealed, and I think this will give us a sense of course, what the Avatar announcement when it actually happens will look like, and also a nice comparison to have in terms of, I suppose, just a tease for what the Avatar ones might look like. So Voltron is getting 9 Funko Pops, 7 normal and 2 exclusives. So let's go through them. So the first one, the main one, would be the big 6-inch supersized Voltron Pop. So this is the combined form of Voltron, all of the lines together in Voltron form. And there's 2 versions of this. So you have this normal one, 471 here, which I think looks really cool. Because Voltron is a robot, of course, the Funko Pop effect doesn't really hit it all that much, because of course, okay, the eyes being turned into dots really doesn't matter all that much. The body, I think, looks really cool with the way the lines are done. The chibi, I think, works really cool for this. I've actually pre-ordered this, the normal Voltron one. I've actually pre-ordered it because I don't have a Voltron figure, and I think this is a nice one for a decent price. Then let's get into some of the Paladins. So again, we're talking standard figures here. We're back to the normal size here. The first 3 they have here in a group is Shiro, Keith, and Paige. So as you can see here, all in their Paladin outfits. Shiro's one is kind of standard. We'll see he also has an exclusive. And this is where you start to see that, okay, with the normal Funko Pops, the big thing that's potentially going to be a problem with any of them is the eyes, because especially coming from the Studio Mirror art style, the eyes of these characters is very important to get across their character. So with Shiro, you kind of have to go off the hairstyle, the scar across the nose, to really get across his personality. Plus obviously the black Paladin armor. It's a nice figure, and because of Shiro, for most of the series, kind of not really having or using the black Bayard, it makes sense to sort of have him be on his own. But the Keith one we see here kind of has the longish hair. I think they get across what they're going for with him quite nicely. The kind of slightly different eyebrows kind of fit as well. But for the most part, kind of plain face doesn't really get across the character that much. Probably this is where the eyes would do a lot. Red armor, of course, and he has, of course, the sword out. The red kind of Bayard sword, not his kind of Galra blade. So I think he looks pretty interesting. I think the detailing on the Paladin armor is actually really nice. Here is the Paige. I think Paige is probably the weakest of the group, just because I really feel that this is where the transition into Funko Pop doesn't work as well. I think it's fine, and as part of the set, if you're going to get the whole batch of them, you wouldn't leave Paige out. It's okay. The glasses are there, that gets across some of the personality. The hair, I think, fits. I think for the character for sure. Green outfit, and of course the Bayard with the kind of grappling hook weapon. I think it's a solid, but not the best of the group. Hunk, I actually think, going to the next set of 3, is one of the more interesting ones here, because really big accessory that he kind of has, holding his full Bayard Gatling gun here. Him having the headband and the kind of the hair that goes with that. Of course, they have the kind of skin tone color kind of nice and on point for him. And just the body, that being that little bit bigger, I think it really fits the character. I think Hunk actually looks really good. Lance is probably the one where it's the kind of the least amount of character within the head, just because he doesn't have the most unique hair. They're not doing anything with the eyebrows. There's nothing on his face like the glasses with Paige. So he feels a little plain, but they have the skin color right. Blue Bayard, this time in the blaster mode. So they're going for like earlier season Voltron. That's why Keith doesn't show any of the Galra stuff and so on. But I think that's fine. They can do maybe some other ones maybe down the line if these are a success, where you maybe have older Keith with like the the scar and all that sort of stuff, the different sword, Blade of Marmora Keith. But the final one in this group is Elora. And again, she has the unique hair, the kind of crown, the Altean markings on her face. That makes her feel a little bit more unique. You have her sort of a combat suit prior to her becoming a paladin, so that fits for like an early season Elora, and I think it just looks really nice as well. Then let's get into the exclusive. So the first one is a Hot Topic exclusive, and that is Shiro in his, I suppose, normal clothes, plus you get the fact that they specifically state it's a glow-in-the-dark hand basically here to represent the Galra arm. Other than that, there's not too much different in terms of like the head. I think is basically identical, and the body, of course, is what's completely different here. But you know, I think it's cool. I can see a lot of people maybe going for this Shiro over the other one just because the hand kind of gets across the character maybe a little bit better. And then the last one is the exclusive, the metallic version, Amazon exclusive for the big 6-inch Voltron figure. And as you can see, the main difference here is just that the paint has a little bit of a metallic sheen to it, and that's really it. It's more kind of more deluxe version of it. The one I pre-ordered, I believe, is just the normal one, but I'm fine with that either way. I don't think it's that big of a difference. That like the sort of thing where like I don't think you'd really need both. Maybe when we start to see in-hand pictures, the metallic one will look a little bit more interesting, but we move on. The other thing to talk about here is just, okay, I've gone through all of them, so we know basically the figures that we're getting for Avatar, at least the names. Like GameStop exclusive Azula, that's fine. It's a bit weird that, you know, they're potentially with that one, given that she's not on the other list of names that we have, she could be a character exclusive, rather than just, as we saw with the Voltron ones there, where it's a different version of the same character. But we have like Aang with Momo, Iroh with T, Katara, Toph, Zuko, Sokka, and Appa is also a specifically listed one on its own. I'm wondering, like, Appa, big animal, will they do him sort of 6-inch style, sort of like the Voltron here? Maybe in a more kind of, I suppose, horizontal packaging rather than vertical here, because obviously Appa kind of makes more sense to be on the ground rather than kind of standing up. But we'll see what they do. But, you know, you get the impression that, like, when this starts to be revealed, this is what we'll get. Funko will put up an official article on their website with pictures of all of the products. It'll be made really clear which ones are exclusive, which ones are not exclusive. The Voltron ones are out middle of December. I think the pre-order I have for the Voltron is like the 15th. But, you know, I think with Funko's, the dates are a little bit more flexible just because they're so widespread. It could actually come earlier, could come a little later. But we'll see. I do suspect the Avatar ones will be revealed over the next couple of weeks. In that, like, we've been waiting long enough. The little leaks have started to come out, but we haven't quite heard anything just yet. So that's my thoughts in the video. Let me know in the comments, what are your thoughts on these Voltron Funko Pops? Do they interest you? Do they give you hope for what the Avatar ones will look like? But yeah, that's been the video. Thanks for watching, and bye.